So, good morning to all. Now we are going to see about object-oriented programming using Java. So, in that one, the first unit is object-oriented programming concepts. So, OOPS is here concepts of objects which contains a data and methods. So, the primary purpose of OOPS is to increase the flexibility and maintainability of a program. This is achieved by representing the real world entities in a program. So it's having some basic concepts. So likewise, the objects, classes, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction and encapsulations. So in an object, it represents the real world entities. An object consists of state and behaviors. The states represents the attributes or properties and behavior represents the methods. For example, our object is an car. The color is the properties and the method is start or stop. Transmission type is accelerate. Then maximum speed is change transmission is a method. So it's a example of an object. Likewise, class is a user-defined data types. It's defined a blueprint or prototype from which objects are created. It represents the set of properties or methods that are common to all objects of one type. So if you are taking car means car is having red color, blue color, green color. So based on a color we can segregate likewise type, name of the car and its behavior we can differ but under one category. Like that common name is called as a class. So if we are having class like car, it's having properties and methods. It's divided as a different type of cars in Ford and Toyota. The properties and method it's encapsulated in that particular car's names. So methods are speed and size. These are all the classes. So models, colors, brand, we can segregate our datas or objects. Likewise, object-oriented programming. Inheritance is the one. Class is allowed to inherit the features, field or method of another class. Base class, superclass and parent class, or derived class, subclass or child class. So in base class we can having another two subclasses. In that subclass we can divide it next to two subclasses. Likewise, in a general, specialization, special forms and generalizations. So objects is a person, the name and designation. Here we are having walk, earn or then eat behavior. We can save it as a methods. So programmers, dancers, singers, whatever professions may be the handle in particular person. So under the person class name, we are segregating an object like programmer, dancer and singers. In object-oriented programming concepts, the polymorphism is one task performed in different ways of many forms. It is called as a polymorphism. So the car may be using a petrol. One name for many forms is a polymorphism. Abstraction is essential details for displaying to the user. Essential details are displayed to the user. Show only relevant and data and hide unnecessary details of an object from the users. Likewise, here without abstraction, this is with abstraction. It is hiding the unwanted messages or data. The encapsulation is a wrapping up of data under a single unit. That is binds together code and the data it manipulates. For example, class it's included data and functions or behavior or methods. It's encapsulated, it's called as a encapsulations. The variables and the methods are coming under one classes, it's called as a encapsulation concepts. So car, model, speed, engine, speed limit, it's a drive, stop, set, speed. So methods is comes under, it's encapsulated under one object, sorry, that is class. This is called as a class. So these are all the basic concepts of the object oriented programming.